TNT bow. Lightning wand. Black hole grenades. Alright, jumping right in, we're going to take a look at the TNT bow with the explosive arrows. So we're going to start off with a repeating command block. If you don't know how to get a command block, /give @s command _ block. And make sure you have cheats enabled in your world, otherwise none of this will work. So again, we're going to have a repeating command block. I have it as needs redstone, so I can turn it on and off with the lever up there. And what we're going to do is /execute at a name equals, and then I put my username there. Make sure you have yours. And if you have a space, make sure you use quotations around your username, because otherwise the command language does not like spaces. Then we're going to do run tag @e type equals arrow, r equals 2, tag equals not explode, exclamation point means not, and then we're going to add explode. So starting off at your location, it's going to look for any arrows within 2 blocks and then tag it as explode as long as it's not already tagged explode. We're going to use that tag to identify the arrow. So the next one, repeat always active, /execute at e tag equals explode. So now we're going to execute at the arrow that we just tagged, and we're going to run tag @e type equals exclamation point item, so not an item, type equals not an XP orb, type equals not an arrow, so it's not doing this to itself, and then name equals not my username, because even though it shouldn't, I still don't want it to tag me. R equals 4, and I'm going to add target. So the arrow I will tag as explode when I shoot it, so that I can track the arrow, and then when it gets near other entities, it's going to target them, or it's going to add the tag target to them. And then here, repeating always active, /execute at e tag equals target, unless entity @e type equals TNT minecart. So it's going to execute at the new targets that we've created, and unless there's already a TNT minecart present, it's going to run summon TNT minecart ~1 00 Minecraft on instant prime. And it's going to summon in a TNT minecart that will explode immediately, and that's where we get the explosion for our arrows. Now here, chain conditional always active, I'm going to do /kill @ e tag equals explode. So this is if it gets close to other entities. That may not happen. I might want to blow up, some landscape over here, and so this is going to be what these 2 command blocks are accomplishing. So I have repeating always active. What I'm going to do is execute as my username. So as you saw earlier, I did @a name equals my username. We don't have to do it that way. You could also just type in your username like this when you're doing as or at. Target selectors can be just your username. So execute as browncoat67, or in this case your username, at s. Run execute as @e tag equals explode, rm equals 5. So as long as the arrow that's tagged explode is more than 5 blocks away from me, it's going to continue. So at s, unless blocks, so I'm using unless blocks, and I've got ~1 ~1 ~1, and then I've got ~1 ~1. So this is using local coordinates based on the arrow's position. If the space around the arrow in a 3x3 grid is all the same as the space starting in this coordinate here, and this is just a random coordinate I have in the sky with no objects around it, it won't, as long as it is that, it's not going to run. So as soon as one of these blocks isn't air, it's then going to run summon TNT minecart ~1 00 Minecraft on instant prime. So to give you a quick visual on this, let's say this plant is the arrow. We are checking for everything in a 3x3 area around the arrow. So that's going to be let's say this block is the arrow, not the plant. The block is the arrow. So we're looking underneath the arrow, we're looking above the arrow, and we're looking on all sides of the arrow. And that coordinate that I put in there, because you have to use kind of a master set of coordinates when you're using unless blocks, is just a random set, like up here somewhere, floating around. I can't remember exactly what I was floating above. Probably the command blocks that I'm using this for. Let me take a look. Yeah, pretty much. It's just floating up in the air a little bit so that there's nothing around me. So your set of coordinates, just pick a random spot in the sky where there's no chance of trees or other blocks or anything like that. You just want an empty space of air. Here, chain conditional always active. I'm going to do /kill @e tag equals explode. That is the most difficult one, and we got through it. I'm proud of you guys. We're going to be moving on to the lightning wand. So just like with the TNT bow, I'm using, oh, hey, no, I want needs redstone on this. Haha, good catch. Because I want to turn it on and off with this here, otherwise it would just run anytime I dropped a stick. So the repeating needs redstone command block is going to use /replace item entity. And again, I've got @a name equals browncoat67. I don't have to do that. I could run it like this instead. Slot.hotbar 8, so that's going to be the last slot in your hotbar. Keep stick 1. So if that slot bar is empty, it's going to put a new stick into it. And when that happens, I'm going to know that we dropped the current stick. So then we have, sorry, I've got hiccups. Chain conditional always active. Execute as browncoat67. Make sure it's your username @s. If entity @er equals 2. Run execute @s positioned **5. So this is a little complicated. We're going to start off executing as us and at our position. But then if there is an entity within 2 blocks of us, ooh. Sorry, if there's an entity within 2 blocks of us named stick, and that's just the name of what your normal stick is, we're going to run execute at our position, but we're going to position it 5 blocks in front of us based on the direction our camera is facing. So when it detects you dropping the stick, it's going to position this 5 blocks out in front of you, and it's going to run tag starting on that position. Any entities within 5 blocks of it that's not an item, not an XP orb, not you, so use your username and not a stick. We're going to add strike. So the strike tag is going to be what we're using to actually target, kind of like what we did with the TNT bow. Chain conditional always active. /execute @e tag equals strike. Unless entity @e type equals lightning bolt. So unless there's lightning already striking it, we're going to run summon lightning bolt ~. This just keeps it from spawning way too many lightning bolts. And then here, chain unconditional always active. Make sure this one is unconditional. I want this to run even if the other ones don't. /execute and then put your username, run kill @e name equals stick, r equals 3. So that's going to kill the stick that you dropped. And then chain unconditional always active. /tag @e tag equals strike, remove strike. So if anything lived through being struck by lightning, we're going to remove that tag. That way you can target them again. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to target them with any more lightning. All right, and now for what I think is the easiest one, the black hole grenade. We're going to start off, repeat needs redstone. /execute and then put your username, run tag, @e, type equals snowball, r equals 2. So we're checking to see if we throw a snowball, and we're going to give it the tag black hole. Then here, repeat, always active on this one. /execute as @e tag equals black hole @s. So we're running it as the snowball and at its location. Run teleport. Any entity within 5 blocks that's not named your username and that's not a snowball, so it won't interfere with itself, but any other item is going to get teleported to the snowball's position. So items, XP orbs, entities, anything like that, those are all affected by the black hole grenade. And then here, chain unconditional, always active. Slash execute as at E tag equals black hole at S run damage at E R equals 5 name equals not your username type equals not snowball 20. So we're going to execute damage to any entity that gets within 5 blocks of the snowball that's not us or itself. It's going to be an entity attack, and then the entity responsible for it should be your username. So that way mobs know that you were the one that caused them to get sucked into a snowball and then damaged for your entire health bar worth of damage. And then this one here, repeating, always active, execute as, put your username at S, if entity at S has item equals snowball, quantity equals 0, run give at S snowball. So it's going to run it as you at your location. If it detects that you don't have any snowballs, it's going to give you one. It's a different version of replacing it. And so instead of using the replace item command like I'm using for the stick, in this one, I was checking to see if you had the item, and then I'm just going to give it to you. All right, so I'm running the black hole grenade and the lightning wand so I can show you the biggest difference between the replace item version and the give version. So with the replace item version, if I remove this stick, it's immediately replaced with another stick in that exact spot because I'm specifying what spot on the hotbar I want it to go to. It's going to be that spot every time. Now, if I take the snowball, immediately it doesn't get replaced because I still technically own the snowball. It's mine. Now, if I get rid of it, it's going to give me a new one, but it's automatically going to go to the first open slot that I have. So give command is a little bit looser. You have a little bit less control over where it's going to go in your inventory. But the replace item command is a little bit more complicated and much more specific about needing to know which slot you want it to go to. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. If you haven't caught it yet and you like these command block builds, I did a live stream this past Saturday where I went over the command block bow. It's got explosive arrows, it's got lightning arrows, it's got ice arrows, it's got fire arrows, it's got sonic arrows, it's got teleportation arrows. It's got a lot of arrows, man. You should check it out. All right, this is BrownCode67. I'll catch you next time.